What is up, everyone? Today I was in Toys R Us in Beijing, and I saw a few releases of Sweet City. And if you're not familiar with Sweet City, this is a new brand, but it's done by a very familiar face, specifically Welly, as you can see here. If you're not familiar with Welly, Welly is kind of a they specialize a little bit more in larger scale diecast models, and they usually represent not like the highest end of diecast like auto art, CMC, that kind of stuff, but from what I've seen, what I've heard, generally like very cheap, but very high value for money kind of diecast. And they have done a little bit more smaller scale stuff. They have 150 stuff. I do own a 150 Trabant 601, which is stuff somewhere here. And this one I saw a Range Rover Evoque, and I got this because well, for one thing, I'm not familiar with this series of release. It looks really nice, and my family still drives a white Range Rover Evoque, which I think it's I've been trying to get one of those in diecast form. I think Welly has made one in the past, but I've never been able to find it. Also, Matchbox has Evoque, but still hasn't done one of those in white yet. I do own one that's in blue, but that's in the United States with a friend. God bless her heart. I'm gonna try to get it next year when my girlfriend goes to college in America. But this is quite interesting. As you can see, it is done in kind of a short card, if you using Hot Wheels terminology, blister. Let's rip her open. And Welly claims it is 160. I don't know how accurate that is. I'm gonna compare with two different cars. I'm not gonna measure it, mostly because I'm not sure where I put my ruler, but also I feel like it's not really necessary. I'm not expecting this to be a accurate model anyway. All I want it to be is to be to look nice next to like Hot Wheels collection, Hot Wheels Tomica, right? So I'm gonna compare with two things. One that's a bit more size-wise, right? But one is a 1/64 model, and the other one is a similar Range Rover, Land Rover product. So just get over the basics first. It's a metal body, plastic base. The wheels are hard plastic, although it does look like if it is it looks like it might be rubber, but it is actually plastic. Very basic wheels, but look pretty nice next to this model. It's kind of a greenish color, like a Range Rover Defender kind of olive, dark olive green or light olive green, or some kind of olive green. The headlights are painted in one spot, one big blob. It looks okay, nothing to write home about. There's no Range Rover branding anywhere here. You can see Range Rover here, I guess. It was also with the Land Rover brand. Also Evoque on the left. The rear lights are also painted, and again, not great. Also, I'm not sure. It looks like it might be a little offset, but not much. Sorry, it's my girlfriend. I'm gonna pause this for 1 second.
12 seconds later.
Sorry about that. And here we go again. I'm gonna try to make this short because I do want to talk to my girlfriend. What else should I talk about? What is it? The sunroof. It's a little bit scratched, probably from interacting with the blister. This is pretty scratched too, but this is no you should people that are familiar with Hot Wheels, Matchbox, and even Greenlight should be pretty used to this. Like, nothing too bad, right? Well, it's not absolutely horrible. It's like, I guess it's kind of bad. It is riveted at the front of the base. You can see Welly here, and it has a casting number, presumably. Made in China, Land Rover, Range Rover, Evoque. There's no scale listed on the bottom, but I'm gonna compare it with two different vehicles. First of all is the it's kind of like what I have around me, and it's the JKM Bugatti Divo. They're pretty much roughly the same length, so I feel like this one isn't actually that big, right? Because I know it feels weird, like a supercar SUV basically has the same footprint, but obviously sports cars have become so big. Cars in general have become so big, so I feel like it's not going to be like a Siku casting, which will look like comically way too large against the rest of your collection. And I'm gonna take out another Range Rover from Matchbox. This one specifically, the 2018 Range Rover Vogue SE, which not my favorite premium Matchbox, but in general I have some problems regarding premium Matchboxes. And you can see again, size-wise they're pretty nice. So I can't claim it's true 164. It might actually be 160 like Welly claimed on the car, but what I can tell is if you put it next to your Tomica, Hot Wheels, or Matchbox collection, is not going to look comically out of scale. I do wish, oh, is that actually Range Rover written here? So I take it back, it actually has Range Rover branding at the top, but due to lighting I just didn't get to see it earlier. And oh, and you do kind of see the mesh grille at the front, which is nice. I didn't see that earlier either. So yeah, I do wish they released one of those in whites, which is what I've been looking forward to. But this one is pretty nice as well. Thank you for watching. Hope this has been interesting to you, and I'll talk to you again. By the way, the same series also has a Nissan Gtr R35, which looks really rad. My friend Scott got a Porsche 930, which also looks pretty nice. The Porsche 930 also has lensed backlights, which is pretty cool, which is also pretty uncommon. It's actually an individual extra piece. It's pretty uncommon at this price point, which I got for roughly the price of a Hot Wheel. So yeah, I think it's got a great stuff. Also Land Rover Defender as well. So I think it's like nobody's gonna go crazy over them, but I think it's a pretty nice, cheap, more realistic take on 164 3-inch-ish model cars. That's more realistic than Hot Wheels. It's nice to have one of those. It feels really light though, much lighter than Hot Wheels, that I can say for sure. But again, thank you for watching and goodbye.